The Conrad Centennial is the older of two Conrad hotels in Singapore. This 5-star Hilton hotel has got a really great location, great views, a nice executive lounge, and of course a very decent breakfast. So let's see if this is the hotel for you. Arriving at the Conrad Centennial was quite a festive treat, with so many decorations and a massive tree. Definitely a nice welcome. Now everything inside, of course, is very shiny and wonderful. Marble everywhere, trees, lights. It really is a very beautiful lobby. And here you can see more the chandelier. There's also a piano here that people often play. I'm sure not random people, I'm sure they're paid, but nonetheless, I think it all looks very beautiful. There's also a bar on the ground floor, and let's get up to the room.
A little lift review. I have to say, very nice. Shattered glass style. Got upgraded to an executive room, which is just the same room that I booked, just on a higher floor, but we do love views, don't we? So let's check it out. And look at how cool this card is. It's actually a wooden card. So let's check it out. 2413. Here we are in a king executive room of the Conrad Centennial. Let's begin. We begin with bathrobes, very normal bathrobes, nothing crazy. Not like the Dubai or Abu Dhabi Conrads with their incredible bathrobes. Now, look at the size of this. This is a real safe here. Definitely not going to have any problems fitting any laptop that exists into this gigantic safe. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, what's this now? Is that a pajama? That is a Conrad pajama. Definitely going to be wearing that tonight. Let's move on to the minibar. There you can have a look. You got champagne, you got Arizona iced tea, drinks, a couple of beers, coffee and tea. Oh, that's very tempting. Black truffle nut mix. Now let's have a look. What's this? With compliments. So, oh, look at that, water in a Tetra Pak. It's very cool. Just saying, here you got a little ice thing. I wonder if there's an ice machine that you can make ice yourself. Kettle, coffee maker, and the minibar list. And I want to break it. It's an egg of some kind, but it looks very cool. Now let us enter the room. Not the biggest room in the whole world, but very, very airy, I would say. Loads of space because it's not that cramped. There's a very big TV here. As you can see, this is actually a connecting room, but I'm not connecting with anybody. Here you have a butler, I believe it's called. And if we move over here, we have some power plugs. Now look at this. You place this on the bed to say that you want to change your bed linen. A pen that might somehow disappear. And here you have the in-room dining directory. Very cool. For the grand reveal, which might take a while. And in the meantime, we can have a look. Singapore curry leaf cookies. Look at that. That's very cool, I have to say. It opens into a decent view. Now I'm sure there's a better view in this hotel around the other side where you can look into the bay, but I ain't complaining. Definitely should be happy. Now let us continue. You have a nice little chaise longue or a little sofa you can chill on, and I think I might eat some of these cookies right now. Let's see what they're like. There you go, they're the cookies. They claim it's 40 square meters, maybe including the bathroom, but yes, I would say that this is a very, very nice room. Absolutely. And you know, Singapore is an expensive place, so getting a room of this size is not that easy. It's a very extensive in-room dining menu. I mean, really a lot. Obviously, very expensive too. But you know, if you're very tired and you can't be bothered to go outside, then that's always a good option.
Now onto the bathroom. I thought the bathroom was really great. There were all these jade colored like decorations, and it was quite spacious.
We have his and her sinks. Huge mirror. Again, there's just mirrors everywhere. There's mirrors in the bar. That's pretty crazy. Look at this. Definitely a lot of fun to be had in three angles. With a very nice big toilet. And look at this. This is a very cool built-in rain shower. Looks very big. I'll be testing that out. Mojave Ghost amenities. Very nice. I like the coloring here, and I really like the jade or the fake jade accents. Look, now this here is the Conrad. Hey, he's not even squeaking. There we go. Very, very collectible. We got the elephant one from Bangkok. Now we have the little rubber ducky from Singapore. Very cool.
After such a thorough investigation of the room, it was time to go and check out the executive lounge. And what a view this lounge has. You can see over to the bay and all the cool hotels, the sunset. It is a very impressive view. This is a really big executive lounge with some great views from the windows if you can get one of those seats. But as for the food, now I will admit that I was expecting something much flashier and exciting than this little room with some nibblings in it. The food was good, of course, it was tasty, but I was just surprised that there was such a small selection. And this is what I chose. It was quite tasty, had it with a highball, and then decided to go outside to explore the area. All around the hotels there are so many restaurants, especially Japanese style restaurants. It's really a foodie heaven and definitely a fantastic location for that kind of thing.
Let us begin the day by saying that I slept absolutely incredibly. At the beginning, the AC I felt was not so strong, but after it had been on for a while and the lights were off, which I think produced quite a bit of heat, it became nice and cold. And this bed, I have to say, oh my God, I absolutely slept through 8 hours non-stop, not a single moment did I wake up. And yeah, when you wake up to this kind of view, very, very nice. So let's go get some breakfast.
Again, I was a little bit underwhelmed actually. Conrad is a luxury property and in my opinion more luxurious than a Hilton, or at least supposed to be. But after staying in the Hilton Singapore with its absolutely incredible breakfast spread that is probably one of the best in the world, at least for me it has been, this doesn't quite pale in comparison, but it's definitely not in the same league. The food was all delicious, don't get me wrong, there was nothing to complain about taste-wise. But maybe because I was spoiled by the Hilton Singapore, where you have a selection probably from every region of the world, this was just a standard breakfast basically, so I was not really impressed. Now of course there was enough variety that there's probably something for everybody here. There just wasn't anything, like there was no wow factor, there was nothing like really crazy. And believe me, if you go to the Hilton Singapore, you will know what a crazy breakfast is. But they do have outside seating, so you could enjoy the warmth if that's your thing. I thought that was a nice touch. Now this is the breakfast in the lounge. Once again, the food is all set up in this small central room, which does not have that much space, and so the breakfast is limited. But I think it's probably enough, especially if you wanted to have a bit of a quieter, more private breakfast rather than the hustle and bustle downstairs. This would be your choice. They even have a little egg station where you could get the usual omelets and so on. I thought that was quite nice, but yeah, it's not exactly a luxurious spread, let's put it that way. If you want to see a luxurious spread, go and check out the Conrad Abu Dhabi. Now that is an executive lounge, and that is a breakfast you cannot believe. But the views here are absolutely amazing, so perhaps that does offset the disappointment with the food. Now moving on to the poolside area. This was probably one of the more impressive parts of the hotel. I thought the pool was large enough for such a hotel. There were also some cabanas, it wasn't too full. You could even see the Singapore Flyer, Pan Pacific hotels. There were loads of sunbeds, and here you can see the Conrad itself. There's also a gym here. We're also quite big, a lot of machines and enough space to do all your usual exercises. Of course, you can see the whole weight training area plus the free weights. So yeah, I think it's quite a decent gym, and it's pretty much everything that somebody would need on holiday.
Definitely a huge thank you to the hotel for letting me stay until 4 p.m. with this late checkout as a diamond member. I have probably never needed it so much and appreciated it so much. So I'm very happy about that, because I still do have another 5.5 hours before I need to check in. As you can see, this hotel is very decent. In fact, I would say luxurious. Although I do have to give the Hilton Orchard Singapore a little bit of a plus there compared to this one. I would say the room here is better than the one in the Hilton. The location, depending on what you want to do, might be better too. So you should think about what you actually want to do. But when it comes to the breakfast and the lounge, you cannot beat the Hilton Orchard, I have to say. That one is, especially the breakfast, is in a league of its own. I would say the breakfast here was about a quarter of the Hilton's. So they win on that one. But apart from that, fantastic, amazing. Come and stay. You won't regret it. If you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe, and follow me for more adventures, hotel reviews, flights, and other misbehaviors around the world. See you there.